Use a food thermometer. It's not an extra step or a nice to have. Raw or undercooked meat may contain bacteria that can make you very sick, or worse. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year, and roughly 3,000 will die. But you can keep your family safer by using a food thermometer every time. Learn more about this and other important information. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. That's foodsafety.gov. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
There's never been a better time to trade for a new 2017 Edge. Now with 0% financing and trade-in assistance at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, where we mean what we say and keep our promises. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch. 0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
At Broadhurst Landfill, keeping our communities safe is the most important thing we do. Our local team of environmental managers, engineers, and scientists ensure that the long-term management of the landfill is safe for our workers, customers, and the environment. To learn more, visit our website at www.broadhurstlandfill.com. Or you can go to the website, click Visit Us, and sign up for a tour to see firsthand how we operate. We hope to see you soon.
Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup. Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
No fake deals at Mike Birch Ford. 0% financing on nearly every new vehicle on our lot, plus trade-in assistance. 0% can save you thousands. Available now on F-150, Focus, Edge, and Escape at Mike Birch Ford. 0% with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Good morning. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you on this last day of June 30th, 2017. Looking for basically cloudy skies today. High today of around 89, 60% chance of showers today and tonight. Tomorrow, 50% chance of afternoon showers. Kind of muggy tomorrow. High tomorrow of 92 with heat index of 102. Decreasing to a 30% chance of showers tomorrow night, which is good news for the Scrivener fireworks. And then on Sunday, partly sunny, 50% chance of showers with a high of around 94. The autumn harbor blows at 8.4 feet and falling. Currently 76 degrees here in southeast Georgia. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, also brought to you by Republic Services and by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. Well, Bob, it's hospital day, Jill Blizzard here, and lots of guests this morning. Let's get started.
Jill's brought several people with her, so we'll just turn over to her. And you brought so much information. I don't know where you're going to be.
I did.
I got all these flyers. And I was
Do you have enough paper in front of you,
the
Rob?
most
That's the
organized
question.
person I've ever seen
She
in my
got to do a
life.
folder thing.
Your own folder with your own name on
I
it?
could give her a challenge. I could walk her into my office and show her my desk, and she'd probably say, that's beyond help.
I know. Nothing's beyond help.
All right, go ahead, Jill.
Well, we're thrilled to be here. Thank you for having us once a month and to come in and tell your listeners what all we're doing with their community hospital. We have a studio full of VIPs today. We have with us President Dot Coleman. She is Madam President of our auxiliary, which is our group of volunteers.
Okay.
We also have with us Lindsay Kaysen. Y'all recognize her. She's been
Good
gone
morning,
a couple
Lindsay.
years. But she's back. She's the Business Development Specialist for Community Home Care, which is our home care division and line, and the Home Care Administrator, Miss Denise Hawkinsmith.
Okay.
So we want to welcome them into the studio today. We have lots of information to share, so we'll jump right in, if that's okay with you guys.
Let's get started.
Okay.
That's what you're here for.
Well, the auxiliary just wrapped up their fiscal year. They celebrated their accomplishments for the year at their annual banquet. This is where they make a financial gift back to the hospital and give away awards and prizes and just fellowship and celebrate their work together. So Miss Doc Coleman, the president of the auxiliary, is here with us, and I'll just hand the mic over to her and let her tell you all about it.
All right, Doc, get it real close to the mic there. There you go. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, and I want to thank y'all for having us. This is my third time. I'm an old hat at it, but it's been a while. But we're fortunate to give the hospital back money every year at our awards banquet. This year, we gave the hospital a total of $30,000, which is $5,000 more than last year.
Wow.
But we divided it this year. We put some new signs for our thrift store. We thought it needed to be updated. And we are in the process of redecorating Mary Ellen McKenzie Hospice Suite in the hospital. We had a donation from this church of $1,800, and we are paying the difference. And we have already gotten one wheelchair, and we have ordered 5 more for our transporters. They really need them. And they're going to upgrade the current television system to bring it into digital age for all the patients' rooms. And a new Airvo, I can't pronounce it, excuse me, high-flow oxygen system.
Airflow?
Yes.
Airflow, okay.
Yes, airflow. It provides high-flow humidified oxygen for patients without them having to wear the mask.
Okay. Well,
and we were proud to donate that money.
good. I told you y'all were on video, okay? And so I went to BigDogCountry.com, went to the Butch and Bob show. You got archived or live. We're live now, but if you look at it, it's about 30 seconds behind what we're actually doing. So if you wave right now, in 30 seconds from now, you'll see yourself wave, okay? So just in a few moments it'll wave. So folks, you can go to BigDogCountry.com and watch a live video feed of the world-famous Butch and Bob show. And then we archive those for about 2 weeks and then, fill it back up with another. But it's very grainy. It's not, the best video quality, but at least you can somewhat see who's in here with us. Okay, so things going well, the auxiliary, huh?
Yes, everything's going fine. We're getting some new people in, and some of our ones that have been out, some of them going to come back. But we can always use more help.
And how do people volunteer to be an auxiliary member?
Well, we have the packet at the information desk, and you just pick one of those up.
Okay.
And
front desk, rather. When you
at the front desk.
Okay.
And return it, fill it out and return it, and we will give it to Jill.
Okay.
And you don't have to put in but 3 hours a week. That is if you don't want to do more. I usually do 3 days a week.
Okay.
But
so minimum of 3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay.
That's right.
How many volunteers in the auxiliary? Do you have a number?
We have about 46 or 47
That's good.
right now.
And you don't have to be retired to volunteer.
No, you don't. No.
Anybody and everybody of any age.
That's true.
18 plus.
18 plus.
Okay.
And I've told y'all before, this is my 27th year.
Wow.
And I've enjoyed it. I love people, and I have enjoyed it. And can I tell you, talking about our hours, at our banquet, we give out award pins. And I want to call out the hours that they had. And the total of last year was 15,030 hours. That's how much we volunteered.
Over 15,000 hours of volunteer time by folks here from Wayne County.
That's right. And I want to add, too, when you work a shift, you get a meal ticket.
Okay.
So that's good. That's
Now,
that's our pay.
And what are some of the, that's your pay is it meal tickets
Yes.
at the award-winning cafe there at Wayne Memorial Hospital. And what kind of different work can an auxiliary member do? They all got all different type of responsibilities and duty that somebody can do, right?
Well, we have the front desk. We have the one-day unit. We have the ICU waiting room. We have the transport. That means the guys and some ladies, they transport. If they call down and they need to go from radiology to a certain other place, that's where they take them.
Okay.
And we have our thrift store. It's off campus, but we have donations. People donate stuff to the thrift store, and we sell it, and then that money goes back in the hospital, just like our gift shop. We have our gift shop, too.
Thrift store is still located at Broad in Magnolia?
That's right.
Okay. Right there next to the railroad track.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And let me call out these names.
Sure.
All right. We start off with 100. When you work 100 hours, you get a pen. And from then on, it's 500 increments.
Okay.
All right. Our 500 hours was Mike Priester and James Jansen. 500 hours was Jeanette McDill.
And that's for the year.
That's for the year.
Okay.
Yes. And 1,000 hours was Larry Armstrong, Robert Shaw, and Dewey Cruz. 1,500 hours was Fannie Mims and Judy Roach. 2,000 hours was Wyman Dent. 2,500 hours was Donald Holland, Ronald Leggett, and Ellen Mullis. 3,000 hours was Ann Martha Joyce, Charles Leggett, Priscilla Poucher. 3,500 hours was Annette Woods. 4,500 hours was Martha Dent. 5,000 hours was Valerie Grimes, J.B. Perry, and Sandra Sherptrine. 5,500 hours was Claude Poucher. 6,000 hours was Janice Scarborough. 8,500 was Jack Denmark. 9,000 hours was Johnny Sherptrine. And 18,500 was Dorothy Coleman.
How many hours? How many hours?
18,500.
For 1 year.
No, that's not for 1 year. Oh, heavens, no. Bob, I had lived
I
there.
just wanted to set that straight because I said a moment ago, was this for the past year? I wonder if you had a cot down there or something.
No, we just
This is total for all the years that you worked.
Yes, for the 27
I want to make
years.
sure because I said, was this for the past year? And you said, yes. I was thinking, but
No.
how can anybody volunteer that many hours?
No, these were just the total hours.
I was about to get my calculator out and figure you're even 18,000 hours in a year.
Well, now the 100 hours was for the year.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
no. Somebody asked me one time, said, Doc, do you have a bed up there somewhere? I said, yeah, it's hid.
Well, just hats off to you, Dot, and all the volunteers for the Wayne Memorial Auxiliary. Jill, the hospital wouldn't be the same without them, right?
We love them. It really wouldn't be the same. And I just want to stress to anyone listening out there, it is just 3 hours a week that is required, and that's one shift. So that could be greeting people at the information desk, and you're doing it right alongside an employee there, so you wouldn't be by yourself. You could be helping people in the gift shop. There's some folks that have experience in retail. We'd love to have you there. You do not have to be retired, although most of our folks are. It's just 3 hours a week. You could also help families that are concerned about their loved ones in the ICU waiting area or in the one-day surgery waiting area, or help some folks in a different retail environment at the thrift store. The transporters help our nursing staff push wheelchairs and beds and transport papers even sometimes from one floor to another.
Okay.
But all in all, the names that Ms. Dot just read out, those PIN winners, all 28 of them, in their lifetime, they've given 100,800 hours of service to our hospital.
Sheesh.
So that's what those PIN winners have done in their lifetime. all the volunteers for the past 12 months gave 15,030 hours. All of the hospitals that have auxiliaries, such as ours, they use a monetary figure from the independent sector organization to figure out what would be, if you had to put a monetary value on that.
Yeah, what would you pay per hour?
What would that,
yeah.
right. So if you take those hours and use their figure, it's worth $354,000 in donated labor. When you take that and add the $30,000 cash donation, their contribution this year is $384,000. So we just want to say hats off to the auxiliary, and we're always looking for new members. I think there's some other fringe benefits in addition to
the meal ticket.
The meal ticket.
Is there a meal ticket for every 3 hours?
It's for every day that you work.
Every day you work, you get a meal ticket.
If you work like all day, you get another ticket.
Okay, if you work all day, you get another ticket.
Right.
Okay, all right.
So if anyone is interested, stop by the front desk. You can also call me at 912-530-3115, and I will mail you an application to your home so that you don't have to make a trip. But if you'd like to come by and meet me and sit down and talk with me, I would certainly love that as well.
And they get the information pack at the front desk, right?
Yes.
The main doors to the
Yes. In fact, it's also at the gift shop. It's at any of our volunteer stations.
Okay.
And we have displays set up throughout the hospital.
All right.
But I have a lot of other information to get
Let's
to,
get
but
moving,
our
then.
special guests are here.
Okay.
So I definitely want to save the rest of the time for them. Miss Lindsay Kaysen has just recently moved back to the Jessup and Wayne County area, and she's the business development specialist for community home care. So I'll just hand the mic over to her and Miss Denise, and they can take it from there.
Good morning, everyone. I'm actually going to let Denise.
We're going to move this mic here and then this mic here.
Okay, we had to reposition. I'm actually going to let Miss Denise Hawkins-Smith, who's the administrator of community home care, kind of do a review of our business there and the care that we provide to our 6 counties. I guess I'll kind of just do a brief review of who we are, and then I'll let Denise kind of take it from there. Community home care is a division of Wayne Memorial Hospital, and we do cover 6 counties, with Wayne County, of course, being our home location, and then we cover Tattnall, Long, Appling, Pierce, and Brantley counties. And I'll let Denise kind of cover the clinical side and what we provide for our patients, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
I am Denise Hawkins-Smith. I'm the administrator.
Denise Hawkins-Smith? Okay.
Smith. Yes,
right.
sir. I'm the administrator of community home care. I've been there for about a year now, but been in home health for close to 15 years. We do provide services to those counties that Lindsay just mentioned, and the services we provide are skilled nursing services, physical therapy, occupational, speech. We provide home health aid assistance and also social services. We go out and see patients that have a difficult effort to get out of their home and go back and forth to see their doctor. Our main goal and focus is to keep people from going into the hospital. So for those that aren't able to make appointments, they get sick quite often and end up in the hospital, we're there in the home to assess what's going on with them and kind of keep back and forth in with the doctor and let them know ahead of time.
You send an RN there?
We do. We have RNs and LPNs that go. And like I said, we also provide therapy for those patients that have problems after surgery. They've had joint replacements. We contract rehab services, so we provide all of that in the home as well. So those that aren't able to go back and forth to outpatient therapy, we do that in the home.
Okay. And all this is run out of the hospital, Wayne Memorial Hospital.
Yes,
you have
Wayne
an office
Memorial.
there that has an office there that people can call and set this up with, right?
Absolutely.
Or does it have to be set up through a doctor?
You do have to have a doctor order us, but it's very easy to get set up. You can actually just give us a call.
Okay.
Call us, tell us what you're looking for, or if you're interested to find out more about our services, you call us, we get your information, and we call your doctor.
Okay, what's the number for your office for the outpatient service?
427-8051.
051, okay.
And we also have a toll-free number. It's 877-645-0503.
Okay.
And our office is directly behind the hospital. We have a new building back there. It's cream color brick directly beside the parking lot for the employees.
Okay.
And anyone's welcome to stop by. We have a lot of caregivers or family members that call or come by
interested in our services, and that's all it takes is a phone call, and we do the rest.
And how long has Wayne Memorial been providing this service for its patients?
Almost 4 years now.
Okay. All right. And you're the main person in charge, right?
I am.
You are.
She's the queen bee.
She's the queen bee, huh? All right.
We have about 25 employees, some that work out in the field seeing patients. We have about 10 in the office, and the rest are nurses and therapy staff out in the field. They go out and do their visits.
Okay. So who's next to you, and what are they going to talk about?
Well, Lindsay can tell you a little bit about what she does. She is our business development person, and she just started not too long ago, but she's been familiar and been with Wayne Memorial in the past. Yeah. So we're definitely excited to have her. So. Yeah, we have definitely brought her in.
So what brought you back to Jessup, Lindsay?
Well, I had a second child in North Carolina, and I was telling Bob before the show that we quickly discovered that it's much easier to raise children with family around than being without. So,
okay. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. We thought it was important to raise our girls where we grew up and to have our family here. So we're glad to be back in Wayne County. But I actually began my career about 10 years ago in home care. So this also feels somewhat like coming home. And before we moved to North Carolina, I worked in administration with Joe and Greg in the hospital, and actually in the beginning of this process when we started the home care division. So it's great to kind of come full circle and be on this side of it as well. What I do is go out and basically market the service that we provide to our 6 counties. And I'll travel, a few days a week. And so I'm in case management offices in the hospitals that in the counties that we cover, and doctor's offices, nursing homes, wherever patients may be being discharged to go home that would need our care, to provide the information that they need. And as Denise said, we do provide nursing care and then all of the physical therapy as well. And so that's something that I think most people may not understand is you can go home and receive therapy there as well. So you may not only need a nurse, but you can go home and, get physical therapy there. And then we provide home health aid services as well. Our main concern is, keeping patients from being readmitted to the hospital. And so we want to provide the utmost of care in the home. And, we're proud of what we do. And I know Wayne Memorial is proud to have this service to offer to our community.
So you go out and market it, promote it, let folks know about it?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have all new marketing materials. So if you work for a doctor's office and you're listening, you'll probably be seeing me. If you see me coming in with a purple folder, you'll know it's our community home care.
All right. Sounds good. It's a great service provided by Wayne Memorial Hospital because it's not very convenient for a lot of patients to be able to come back into the hospital all the time. And many of them just feel more comfortable being in their home, receiving the service.
And a lot of people don't realize that they can receive the type of care that's provided, and they think that they have to go back to the emergency room or have to be readmitted to the hospital, which is not the case. We can provide that care in the comfort of your home and keep you from being readmitted. So that's our goal.
Okay.
And I just want to add, we're talking about the services that we provide in the home as far as nursing. A lot of people don't realize, but we also do IV therapy in the home. We work with infusion companies, so patients that have post-op infections or anything going on, really, pneumonia, we provide IV therapy in the home. We teach caregivers how to administer meds, and we also do wound care, anything from something that's basic to a wound vac that's changed 2-3 times a week. So those are more extensive services that we can provide, and we pretty much do anything in the home other than give blood products. So there's a lot of services that you can get at home.
Do you have your own staff there, or do you use some of the nurses and LPNs from the hospital?
No, we have our own staff. They're all trained for home health. We work from a computer system. They have laptops that they go into the home, so it's a little different than the nurses over at the hospital. But we have our own staff, fully staffed right now. So we're excited about that.
That's good. All right, Jill, you got several more papers there, so we got to get moving on because the bottom of the hour is getting closer and closer. And so we'll move the mic back on over to Jill.
Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you again for letting us come. And we're looking forward to the Screven Fireworks Show tomorrow night. And I heard you...
Is it Scriven or Screven?
I don't know.
Scribum.
Is it Screven?
Most people say Scriven, or is it Screven?
Screven.
Most people say Scriven.
Well, Denise
All right. Janet Royal, who knows more about, what's that?
Scriven Riven.
Scriven.
She's
Yeah,
Scriven.
Yeah, Janet Royal, who knows more about Scriven than anybody else, says it's Scriven. It's not Scriven.
It's
Okay, Scriven. Thank
Scriven.
you.
Okay. It's like an I instead of an E. So, but go ahead.
Let's just change it. Let's just change it to an I then. That'll help.
I don't think that's going to
That'll
work.
clear up any confusion. But we were very, very honored to be able to put the proceeds of recycling 26 tons of cardboard and turn that into $5,000 and give that to the folks in Scriven for their show. I think it underwrites about a third of the cost of the show total.
Right.
And I've seen it a couple of times before, and it's wonderful.
It's awesome.
So looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow night there. And we were also this week so pleased to donate $1,050 to Fairhaven Shelter that does so much and unfortunately is so very much needed in our county, in our area. But that number was derived from $50 per home run that the Wayne County High School varsity baseball team hit in this past season. So that was fun. We went out there during one of their camps where they were teaching little kids lots of different things about baseball, and did the check presentation. So $1,050 to them. And we've got a blood drive coming up Wednesday, July 19th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We really need people to turn out for this. The last blood drive that we had, it was a monsoon. It was pouring down rain, so a lot of people did not come. It was also the day that the baseball team was being sent off, and they did their kind of like their grand tour of the county.
Of the town.
So some people used their lunch times and their breaks to go do that. So if you could come out, please do. It's Wednesday, July 19th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
It'll be set next to the cafe in the mobile unit they bring.
Yes, in the American Red Cross Bloodmobile.
Okay.
People may call 1-800-RED-CROSS to make an appointment, or you can just simply walk in.
Okay.
We would love that. And thank you for promoting also the free childbirth class, Saturday, July 15th, and that is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Folks may register by calling 530-3117 or 912-530-3118. And that's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
Is that enough? I don't know.
Yeah,
You want more?
8:31, so we're a minute over, so that's okay. Bob, any more questions or comments for our ladies this morning?
No, again, everybody's thanked the hospital for the donation of the fireworks, not just for Scriven, but for the entire southeast Georgia area. And as they mentioned when they're here the other day, people come from all over to see those fireworks. So again, it's nice that the funding is helped out by the hospital, and that's a good program head up by Joe Davis, the cardboard. It's amazing how much recycling can provide, but it is a great service, and the city of Scriven and all southeast Georgia excited about tomorrow night's fireworks show. So thanks to the hospital.
All right. Well, thank you, and thank you for having us and letting us go over.
Y'all have a great day and a super 4th weekend.
You too.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup, by Republic Services, by Jessup Premium Stores located out here on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you